Hi Julia Watts here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be building the Elizabeth Craft Designs planner box. It's a bit big for the camera, so it's code W0001 and it's a planner card box. This is the first time Elizabeth Craft Designs have introduced any planner style or Rolodex style cards to their collection, and I thought it might be useful to show you how to put this together and go through how I'm going to decorate my box. There is a video on the Elizabeth Craft Designs website that shows, by Esther, that shows you how to put it together too, and if you scan the QR code then you can see exactly how Esther's put hers together. Sorry, my cat's playing in the background. If you can hear any rustling, he's playing. I can't really lock him out because he scrapes on the door, so it's like a no-win situation. Anyhow, so this is 3mm MDF and it comes in 2 sheets. So you get 2 sheets here, and I've obviously popped these bits out. So all the bits that are left are for you to decorate with. So you've got censored, you've got a couple of hearts, you've got pull, found, and index. This is so you can actually insert a label in if you want to. These little bits I've popped out, and you can actually glue 2 of the little circles together and you can make feet for your box to stand on. So everything else that I've pushed out is on my desk here. And I actually laid it out how the inside piece is here. You can just about see them all. So basically, when you actually come to put it together, you're going to have your side pieces go on there. Let's see if I can, very cat-handedly, because they're not glued yet, because I want to actually do some painting first before I glue them. So the small end goes down towards you. And then you've got the back piece here. We'll get there in the end. They all just slot together. Like so. And that's how your box will look when it's actually made up. And then these 3 thingies, be very careful, they're very delicate. These are going to slot in, and then your index cards are going to, or planner cards are going to stick on there. But it's easier really to decorate it before you actually put it together, to at least to a certain degree. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've laid it out so I know which of my inside pieces. So we do need to be careful that when you're painting that you don't have too much paint next to the little bits that are going to slot together, because it will expand, and if it expands then it's not going to slot together. So I'm going to actually decorate mine with, I don't actually know, I've got some Chalky acrylic paints here that I've got from Sentimentally Yours, and I think I'm going to have Morning Dew in the inside, and then on the outside I'm going to have this one, which is Ballet slipper, and then I'm going to do some stencil work with champagne bubbles, probably on the inside and the out. And to apply the paint, let's just put those to one side for a minute. I'm just going to take, I've got some on my fingers, just going to take a sponge, a piece of cut and dry foam, and I'm just going to sponge it on. I'm not going to gesso, I'm just going to sponge it on. I might only need 1 coat, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So we'll come back when I painted the front and the back with my paint. So I'm all painted up. I've also painted a little bit onto the spoke things as well. I've got the random bits of pink appearing here and there. But the pink is going to go on the outside, and the what's it called? So Morning Dew is on the inside, and Ballet slipper is on the outside. And I'm kind of teaming it up, but thinking that those colours are going to coordinate with the Petal Pink paper pad from Elizabeth Craft Designs, and so because I've chosen this one, the Champagne Bubbles, I think that'll coordinate with that paper as well. So that was the thought behind the colours that I chose. Obviously the Morning Dew is a little bit lighter, but it'll coordinate because some of my cards are going to have those colours on them. So this is on the inside. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of stenciling. I'm not worried about that. I haven't done anything on the tops because I've got other plans for the tops. It'll all be revealed as we progress through this. So this is stencil set called Planner Stencils 3, which is S047. And I'm thinking I'm going to put the numbers, this one, on the inside, and I'm only going to decorate the bottom of the inside. I'm going to leave the sides blank, and then these I'm going to put on the long sides either side, which is like a harlequin pattern. So those are the two stencils that I'm going to use from that. And you do get the 6. You've got this kind of, I don't know, it's a floral kind of webby design. This is like pebbles. Then you've got a Christmas one as well with lots and lots of text, which is useful. And then you've got a foliage one as well, which is rather nice. So that one might be nice as well to have. Should I do that one instead of this one? No, I'm going to do the numbers. I'm going to stick with what I decided because otherwise I'll faff around forever. And they have got holes in them as well, so you can put them in your binders. Don't think they go in the planners though. That's my cat running around. I'm really sorry about this, but you know, like I say, I can't lock him out because he's just a pain. I'm going to use a stencil brush for this. And I'm just going to place it on. I'm not bothered about taping it. Hopefully that's the right decision to make. So you want to get rid of some of it so you're not doing loads. And we go just dabbing away. There's quite a lot of open space on this one actually. So it may take me a while to do. But you can see it's already looking pretty good. You can, of course, if you wanted to, use your sprays, your oxide sprays that will go on top. The beauty of using an acrylic paint is that once it's dry, it's dry. And if it gets anything else on it, which it shouldn't do, it's not going to move. So I'm going to continue doing this and then I'll come back to you when I've finished. So I've just about finished. So we're going to do the reveal. There's always a little bit that I want to do extra. Doesn't matter, it's going to be quite mottled, which is fine. Obviously some of it's got to dry still. But there we go, there's our numbers. Which is quite a cool background, isn't it? With bits in, so you've got 9 and 0 and 0. So it's quite hard to make out, but I quite like that. It's quite an interesting background. It is what it is, that's what's going to happen. Right, so that's that piece. And then we want the two sides, and where's the stencil I was going to use? There it is. I'm going to stick with the, whatever it's called, Champagne Bubbles, is it? Yeah, Champagne Bubbles. And we're going to go for the side. Check that that's not wet, because this has been my problem. I've been getting wet bits on. So that's just about long enough, look. Just about. So let's get some more paint. Oh, too much. Got a bit of a clean up job to do. So we're just going to add some of this through here. I can't decide whether I want to do some stamping on the MDF as well. So what I might do is just put it, kind of place it together and see how it looks, and then decide if I want to do any more or not. Because I don't want to really detract too much from the cards that are going in there. And of course I'm going to put the little label on the front, and I'm going to put a little bit of either gold or copper around the edges as well. Let's have a look at that. That's nice. I like that. Quite grungy. Let me hold that up so you can see. Obviously it's got to dry yet. It's quite subtle, isn't it? Let's do the other one. Let's see if we've got any paint going through. Yeah, well, if we've got a little bit, it doesn't matter because it's a grungy stencil, so it really doesn't matter one jot. Let's just dab this through. Can't hold this as well because it's all wet, all stencil's wet. If you want to hold it, obviously just give it a clean and then make sure it's dry before you put it down. Of course you can decide not to do the whole stencil. I'm going to, because I want the two sides to be the same, but you could just use sections of it. Something quite therapeutic about the monotony of just dabbing. It is quite cool. I don't know why I'm still dipping in because I've got loads of paint on here that I can use. Obviously if you use a craft sheet it doesn't dry that quickly, so you can pick it all up. If you want to have another coat of this, then you can just pop your stencil in place because obviously you can see through where it needs to be, and you can go again. But I'm quite happy just with the one. And the other one looks better now it's dried as well. I'll show you that in a minute. Tiny bit more. And this will go in water with the other one. It's really cool, isn't it? Right, let's pop that in some water. I've also got to paint the feet as well. This one's drying now. You can see it a bit better, as is this one. I'm happy now that's drying. I'm happier with it. When I took it off, I thought, wish I hadn't done that, but I actually do like that now. So we're going to wait for those to dry, and I'm going to paint these in a minute. See, I've stuck these together. They've stuck nicely. I've just used some PVA, some normal PVA, Sentimentally Yours one, and I'm going to paint these with the Morning Dew so it matches the outside, and then we'll stick it together and then just add the final bits. So I've decided that I really like this stencil, so I'm going to actually do the front, the top and the back of the outside with this stencil. because I really like it. I do like this one as well though. What if the pebbles would be nicer? So we're going to have censored on the front. Because it's a pattern, isn't it? Obviously I don't want the Christmas. I think this one's a bit too big for it. And that one's too big. I do really like this one though. Shall I just go with the one I really like? Let's go with this one. And I wonder if... No, let's go... I'm going to stick with the yellow. I've got to use a different stencil brush because I've already put my stencil brush in the wash, as it were. So I wonder if we can just do a tiny bit of stenciling. So we have just a corner. Could do, couldn't we? Let's just do this. Because this is a smaller stencil brush as well. It's funny how these things, you decide, you change your mind, you think, I was going to do that plain. And we just put some down this side as well. What have we got down here? We've got this one. We can use this one. I'm pleased I went with this actually. Doesn't matter if you go over a bit onto one of the other bits rather than just this stem. I like that. That's the back on the outside. So this is the front. So on the front we might want to have a big branch. Let's have this big one here. Lots of tapping. Tap, tap, tap. I've got paint all over my desk as well. Oh well. It'll come off, I hope. If it doesn't, it's a desk. It's not an expensive desk. It's more like a table. So I'm going to just do those bits that are coming off as well. It's more than just this branch. We're just doing the whole of this front now. That's it. Oh, let's just do that bit there. Okay, patch that off. I like that. Very happy with that. That's cool, doesn't it? And then there's that one. Okie dokie. Right, let's clean up and we'll continue in a moment. Okay, so everything's dry. I've painted my little feet, which we'll put to one side. I've not painted both sides, just because obviously one's going to be glued to the base anyway. Put those to one side, and I've also just painted the censored word that comes in the kit, and I've used a copper metallic paint from Sentimentally yours for that one. And then now we're going to put all our pieces together and hopefully it will all fit, if I can remember how to do it. Right, so these are the outside bits. So the inside bits are going to go on there like that. So we want to put some PVA along these bits. Just check. I'm doing. Don't worry if it goes over the edge. You can tidy that up. I also need to put PVA on the inside bits of this bit. And just slide that in. It won't want to stick straight away because that's what it does. I'm going to do the back bit next, which is the higher bit. And again, we're going to go, forgotten already. We're going to go here and here. And we also need to put some on here. Once we've got two bits on, it should be easier. Just a good strong PVA, that's what you need. Oh. Come on you go. And the back bit. I need a bit on there as well. You can tell I've not done this before, can't you? That goes on this side, this is going on that side. That's going to go, hopefully, will fit on there like that. And then we need this side. So we need a bit on the inner bit. And then these bits. Like so. Is trying to remember which bits I have glued and which bits I haven't. Oh, I haven't put any up there either. I've got to put some up on here. I did put some on there. And then that slots into place there. And we've got three sides going on. And then our final end. And we need some on this bit. So you're putting the glue on the lowest areas rather than the sticky out areas. If that makes sense. So we have glue here, oops, and here, and here. Here, here, and that. Put it on the right way, Julia, and that will slot in there like so. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I've got glue on my fingers, which is a bad idea for moving things around. I know it's messy on the top and we've got to do something about the edges there. Push that down. be a good idea to add a little bit of washi tape just to keep it all together. This is quite sticky washi tape. There's my cat snoring. Hopefully that won't tear the paint off. Oh! Pushed it down too hard. Slot that back in. It'll be alright. I was a bit too enthusiastic with my pushing. Need any washi down there? I don't know if we do actually, I think we're alright. So now we've got to put these thingies in. So to get it through that hole there, and then you can move it and then you can pop it in that hole there. Obviously it's got to be glued, so we want to put a bit of glue on. I am going to put some washi on here actually. The idea really is to wait to put the slots in. But we can do them now. So put a little bit of glue just around the end. And we need a bit of glue around this end as well. Pop it through. You need to see what I'm doing. It is made to measure, so here we go. And then a bit of glue on here, and a little bit of glue on here. I haven't over painted this because obviously it's got to stick in this hole. And then we want to find that hole there. And don't push it through too much. Like so. And then a little bit. And here. Pop it through the hole. And find the hole this side. Wipe away that excess glue. Okay. And then that has to be left to dry before you put your cards in, because if you put it in now, then your cards are obviously going to make these move because they're not dry yet. And then what I thought I'd do, because we've obviously got these bare tops which look a bit messy, so I thought I would use the copper acrylic paint again and do a bit of ink along the top, actually. Yeah, ink paint along the top. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I might ruin it, but we'll see. It's all in situ, as it were. Let's just grab some of the paint and put it on like that. This is a bit thicker than the other one, the chalky one. And this is just what I did with the censored. So I'm just going to drag it over the top. Try not to push down because I don't want too much of it down below. Again, I'll probably need, because this is the edge of the MDF, I might need to put a couple of coats on, and because we've got the chalky paint coming through as well. Let's put a bit more down. Just neaten it up a bit. Can you see? Let me see if I can hold it up. It's quite dark here. We've now got some copper going around the edge, and I'm not too sure what to do on the edge. I might actually, to tidy it up, I might do a bit of dry brushing around the edge as well. Not too sure what we're going to do to hide the edges of these. So I do need to do something. Try and make sure they're nice and flat. Got a bit of glue showing there, which is going to annoy me. Hopefully I didn't swivel it in the... So I'm going to faff around with that now. I am going to put my censored, it's going to go on the front here, there, but obviously not with the washi tape there. That's going to go there like that. I might even drop it down a bit, so that will help hide the little rods on the front. So that'll work. Okie dokie, so that is the construction. Obviously it's not quite finished yet because I've got to do something about these bits that you can see around here. Yeah, I hope you like it, and you will find, if I've got any left in stock, you'll find the planner card box over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and you can obviously find it at other retailers as well, and will be available at Elizabeth's Craft Designs in a couple of weeks. So hope you've enjoyed that. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, and leave me a comment. I love to read your comments, and thank you for watching.